presence of so many men and women who put your lives on the line. This nation and the cause of freedom. What a privilege and a blessing for a kid like me to grow up in a nation like ours because of people like you. Young people in the room, I look around and I see a lot of young faces. I see the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. I see a lot of young folks in the room. I see my good friend Reed McHugh, and his grandfather is an amazing man, a strong Marine, once a Marine. Mr. McHugh, always a Marine. God bless you for your service. But I want to say something to the young people in the room today. We're always looking for a hero in this country. We see entertainers, we see athletes. Sometimes we get lost and you can see politicians. But that same thing for a second. Sometimes we get lost and see politicians. But today, to the young people in the room, look around and see real American heroes. Someone to look up to. If you're looking for a model, if you're looking for someone to inspire you and motivate you, do not look to the folks on TV who are entertainers and athletes. Though there are some that are really good, fine examples. Don't look at the political world, though there are really some that are fine examples. Look to a place where they're willing to go all across this world, Senator Jim, to fight for a cause that goes beyond our borders. It's a birthright. The notion of freedom, the notion of liberty, is something that these men and women have put on a uniform, bled, saw their friends die. These are true American heroes, and we should celebrate them every day, everywhere. Ceremony possible. To my staff, thank you so much for all that you've done to make this possible. To those volunteers, God bless you as well. Bill Dukes, the master of ceremony, a Vietnam War era veteran himself, thank you for your service. Thank you for providing an opportunity for us to experience your wisdom here today and taking the burden off my shoulders. God bless you. God bless you. Has recently been appointed to be the civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army, representing all of us here at home in South Carolina. Thank you for your service. Pastor Eastep has very quickly become a man who is a rock of faith in my life. He'll text me and we'll chat and we'll pray for me. Thank you and your man, Dr. Reverend Jackson, for your help together, the Ebony and Ivory team. God bless both of y'all. I appreciate you so much. Just another couple of things, please. To the Fort Jackson Brass Quintet, the 282nd Army Band, thank you for providing us with so much talent. And thank y'all for your amazing service to our country. Some of your spare time to entertain all of us here today. Thank you for that. To the spouses, kids, parents of the veterans who and supported our men and women in uniform, especially those during the Vietnam War era. Thank you for your help, your love, your courage. Two final points. One, my father served more than 20 years in the United States Air Force. As a kid growing up on a couple of Air Force bases, I will tell you, in the early part of my life, I had an appreciation and affection for men in the service. Both of my brothers continue to serve today in the active duty. One's a command sergeant major in the Army. He's worked very hard with the Warrior Transition Unit and is continuing his service, trying to find a way to help men and women transition out of theater back into a different role, the real world. My other brother was a colonel in the Air Force. I thought colonels in the Air Force only played golf. I now realize that they did a lot more than just that. Yeah. So to all of you who put on the uniform, I say thank you. And finally, to our keynote speaker, Major General James Livingston. General Livingston, you are truly an American hero. I had a chance to submit to the official congressional record of the 113th Congress of the United States Senate your bio, thanking you for a lifetime of service. This is a man who is truly passionate about our veterans and the men and women who put on the uniform. When General Livingston calls me, it is 99% of the time about an issue about our vets. He continues to serve our country. He continues to fight for our veterans, and he never calls with a suggestion. He calls with instructions. Yes, sir. I'll tell you, I have grown for the last 10 or 12 years of my life to live with General Livingston, and I am so thankful for his service, so thankful to have him here as our keynote speaker. And I wanted to present to you, sir, a copy of the congressional record for all your service, your lifetime service, but also to thank you for being our keynote speaker. This has appeared in the official congressional record. God bless you, sir. Thank you.